What up, world? Welcome back to Ill Reviews, the channel for the movie heads and the music junkies, where I keep you up to date on what's popping in these streets. But make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, because I will be doing at least 2 movie or music reviews every single week. Though y'all ready? Let's get it. Okay, thanks for coming back, man. I got another special guest that's back again. I'm gonna let her tell you who she is and what she do.
What's up, Ill Music Reviews and Movie Reviews? This is JC Rocker. I'm back again, this time wearing black, as you can see.
Let's get him.
Yeah, shout out to Leah, songwriter, MC, lyricist, and of course, production assistant of K100 Radio. So thank you for inviting me back here. It's good to be back.
No
let's see who I make somebody mad in the comments.
You silly. So everything been going good with you?
Wonderful.
Hey, you one of my favorite music junkies, so I had to have you back. So this time we're checking out the new project from DJ Khaled. So I want to know from you, like, what's your opinion on DJ Khaled and what he's doing? Your honest opinion.
DJ Khaled is just extravagant, of course boisterous, but one thing I can say about DJ Khaled, he is about good energy. He's about, good intentions. Now his antics outside of music is just like, come on, dog. Come on.
What antics?
When he overshares, overposts, like when he posts his credit card and then he got surprised that he got hacked. It's like,
really? I missed that. I didn't even know that happened.
Oh yeah, and he's like, oh snap. Because again, this is that showing your lavish lifestyle and all that stuff, and we see the trend of that. And this is kind of how people get set up, robbed or even worse, due to YouTube. I'm not going to say that word, but yes, a lot of harm comes your way. But, but other than that, DJ Khaled got good energy. He's going to be in the club. You're going to hear "We the Best." But like I said, I think his wife got him on check, because even she told him, can you please shut the fuck up?
But yeah, as far as DJ Khaled, I'm a fan. I think he brings a lot of positive energy to the table. I really wasn't a fan of his last album, Khaled. I wasn't a fan of Father of Aside. Last one I really liked. Last was Grateful. They had that Beyonce and Jay-Z song, Shining. And I think it had I'm the One with Justin Bieber and Quavo and them.
Yeah. And
before that, I liked Major Key. And then I liked some of his earlier compilations. But sometimes I wonder, like, is this a good formula? Because, like, when I had my record label, I don't know if I told you I had a record label back home, and had I managed like 10 different artists. When they did collaborations, I had them in the studio together. Well, we live in a day now where you just send your verse in. Do you think that, like, takes away some of the magic when people just constantly sending in their verses instead of getting in the studio, or do you think it don't even matter?
It all depends on the energy, I would have to say. And I can understand that. Now, me personally, I would like to get the energy in person.
That's how I am.
Yeah, but let me use this as an example. Timbaland and Missy Elliott, they've known each other for years, where they don't have to be in the studio together. Yeah, because this is what I call, they're in each other's bloodstreams. So Timbaland can be on this side of the world, Missy can be on this side of the world, and Timbaland be like, let me send this to Sis, and let me send this to Missy, and then Missy is just like, oh, he knows me well, and then she sends a verse. Like I said, It all depends on the artist. Even let's have producers in it. It all depends on the artist and the producer's chemistry.
Well, you see on this, he got like a whole bunch of features, and I'm like, a lot of people sending their verses in. I wonder who actually was in the studio. But we'll see. I mean, I feel like you can make magic either way. So hopefully some good music on here. So we can go ahead and check out the first track. It's called No Secret. We're going to check it out, see what we think. And that one's featuring Drake.
Time on defense. Good evening. I walk out the precinct. Can't nobody reach this far. I spill out my feelings.
Man, I'm thinking that was a whole song. I'm like, you got Drake just for that? Really?
Hey, but I think, like I said, it's building dramatic, because I believe when you're doing an album is just an audio movie.
Man.
Yeah, so.
All right, well that was just the interlude. I was hyped, but let's get to the first actual real song, hopefully, called "God Did," featuring Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, and John Legend. Let's check that one out.
It breaks my heart. They take $3 million above your text. Nigga, God did his thing when he made me. They counted his house.
Yo, I think Wayne snapped a little bit on that one.
He definitely said, when they, they smell the blood, like sharks, they acting fishy, and then, well, I'm gonna have to act the ass, so they have to kiss me.
Yo, he killed
I'm speaking to the souls of men, those of them willing to die for the existence that this cold world has chose for them. Hove did. Please don't forgive me for it. Nobody touched the Billy until Hove did.
He said nobody touched the Billy until Hove did. I'm like, technically Dr. Dre. No offense, no disrespect or offense, Mr. Carter, but we
get it right.
Yeah, he said nobody touched the Billy. I'm like, did Dr. Dre touch the Billy with beats?
Hey, he's right. She right. But did he get that whole Billy though from that sale? Didn't they say he broke it down and it was more like 600 million?
Well, yeah, but if you remember the Defiant Ones on HBO?
Yeah.
He could have had more if Tyrese would have kept his freaking mouth shut.
Oh yeah, that's what happened.
I left the dope game with my record clean. I turned the cocaine into champagne. It's 10 back, then went back, like where the interest is. Invite up the 03, trolling him. A lot of falling.
Yo, just to be clear, we already like 6 minutes in. It's like 2 minutes left. He just letting Jay-Z just rock.
Of course.
I don't know how many bars this is. This is.
Oh my
He's on his
God.
road to sin.
For us, we grew up with this. It goes from, not saying that Rick Ross was whack, but it's like, notice it's Rick Ross, Wayne, then Jay-Z.
Oh.
They're like, okay, top tier.
Go.
Working pro bono for him, that's a favor, cause I throw him in.
So it seems like Jay-Z had a lot to get off his chest on that one.
Oh, for real? Cause I was thinking while he was saying his verse, I was thinking about two things. I hate to say her, but a certain self-proclaimed conservative, I'm not gonna give her shine, but we all know who I'm talking about. A certain conservative blonde girl.
I know what you're talking about.
We're not gonna give her shine. Let's give like we did last time. Let's give a moment to the haters.
Niggas know what it is.
Yeah, and wanted to shame Beyonce like, oh, your husband was a dope dealer. I'm like, hate to break it to you, America is built off slavery. If we want to go there,
capitalist America, like
exactly.
all this shit be grimy.
What did he say in Lucifer on the Black album? From the murder capital, where they murder for capital. And again, you don't get to, and we all know that saying, you don't get to be a billionaire status being nice.
Like this ain't no, like, you can't down somebody for surviving.
Exactly.
Are you crazy?
Exactly. Now,
and then also, if you come from that and then you employ like hundreds of people like he did with his companies, you can't even say nothing about this, man. Who are you employing? You know what I'm saying? Who's making more money because you exist?
Yeah.
Who have you inspired? Like, come on, man.
Exactly. And my saying is, how can you hate on hard work?
Track 3 is Use This Gospel featuring Kanye West and Eminem. Let's check it out.
Our road to heaven, we call on.
So what you think?
Like I said, this is Eminem, and of course I'm used to his cane. And of course with Kanye West, with the auto tune, I'm like, the message is good, but like you said, we've heard better from each of these artists.
Yeah, I'm really not feeling that song. I mean, Kanye's hook sounds pretty good, but I don't know if this was a good collaboration for them. I don't feel like they really belonged together on that song. Like when Eminem did that song with Rihanna.
Love the Way You Lie.
Yeah, it felt more.
Or Monster, because they
both
did
of them.
Well, technically 3 if they did like another Love the Way You Lie. I mean,
Well, both of them, all three of them, I just feel like that felt more natural or something. But this seems like two people, different people on two different pages, and you kind of just threw them together on this one song. And then it's like a hook with Kanye, then Eminem raps the whole thing, and then it ends with it. That's a weird song arrangement also. So yeah, I'm not feeling that track really.
I have no problem with it, but I do see your perspective because I'm caught up with Eminem because he's one of my influence, especially because I be trying to be like, how does Eminem do that? Because I be like, okay, all right.
No, I'm not taking it away from his rap. I'm just saying, like, is this a good song?
Like I said, I wouldn't change it, but I wouldn't go to it. It wouldn't be something that I would pick per se. But if it's on, I'm like, yeah.
Got you. So let's check out the next track. It's called Big Time featuring Future and Lil Baby. So what you feel about that one, Big Time?
Not surprised how Future and Lil Baby delivered it, and it's definitely a Mama I Made It and a turn up, and definitely a turn up track. So like I said, I can see them playing this in the club, and I can see folks vibing out to it. I see a lot of TikToks with this song.
Yeah, so as far as me, all I got on my playlist is really just street shit. Like, I got some shit on there from Future, I got some shit on there from Lil Baby. This song is not my favorite of them. You feel me? Like, I listen to it, but I'm not gonna be adding it to my playlist.
It's listenable, but you wouldn't personally like, oh, I want to hear Big Time.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, in the club like, damn, they ain't playing Big Time. You know, it ain't gonna be one of those situations. So let's go to the next song, Keep Going, featuring Lil Durk, 21 Savage, Roddy Ricch. Yeah, that's it.
This a wide body. These ain't sock stories.
Okay, now I like that better than Big Time for my street. That might go on my street shit playlist. I might can ride to that joint. That beat is crazy.
You definitely can hear the drill in it.
God damn
that drill was drilling, and I love the fact that Lil Durk, Chicago, 21 Savage,
ATL.
a lot more of a pick me up. I would say that 21 Savage had the best rap verse. Roddy, between Lil Durk. No offense to Lil Durk, Lil Durk was just like da da with of course bringing the drill, and then 21 Savage just
snapped off.
Yeah, he just snapped. So this does make you want to keep going. So you might want to put this on your workout playlist.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
Before let's go to the next one. Track 6 is entitled Party, featuring Quavo and Takeoff.
Prejudice women, G6, let's get it. Plus the bitches, know the game, getting filled by the pennies. They throw it back, they got an appetite. Patty cake coming 6 figures of patty cake. Stepping on niggas is crush time.
Okay, what you think about that one, Party?
Well, first and foremost, I would like to say it's kind of weird that it's just Quavo and Takeoff because let's keep it real, the Migos is breaking up. Well, not breaking up, they broke up.
Well, I'm just straight, I don't like that song, man. I'm cool on that one. It didn't draw me in. I'm not gonna put it on my playlist. I got some songs from Quavo and Takeoff that I like, but that ain't one. So track 7, y'all know I did the video about Staying Alive featuring Drake and Lil Baby. I did that last week, so y'all can check out the reaction to that in depth. So we just go to track 8, Beautiful, featuring Future and SZA. See what we think.
Keep me from my vices, keep it spiritual, don't give up with.
So what did you get from that song?
This was a good vibe to me. This is definitely one of those good vibes, and I'm like, Future and SZA, they were cohesive.
True.
And
exactly.
I like that it's definitely a radio hit. It's definitely one of those a couple song. Although it's by of course this is the king of Toxic, but as far as
musicality, sonically,
the musicality, I'm like it's romantic.
Yeah,
and of course for some reason I think DJ Khaled should put his wife in the video, because I see him dedicating this to his wife.
That's hard. You just giving them treatments, ain't you? All right, so we like that song. Let's go to the next track. It Ain't Safe, featuring Nardo Wick and Kodak Black.
Fuck with ain't none of my homeboy got stepped on, cause we do the snapping, no fuck with me.
All right, how you feel about that one? It Ain't Safe.
Just the beat. So shout out to the producer DJ Khaled and take heed. But as far as the rapping, nah.
Yeah, I feel like that record was pretty forgettable. I don't even know if people go in the studio sometimes and try to make something that's gonna last forever. It's like
it's not.
It's like you gotta feel like when they made this, it's like, yeah, this is a record, but people probably gonna forget this in like 24 hours.
Yeah,
it's just not. It's nothing really to it. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, these are one of those things where I say thank your producers, because it's like if this beat would have went on an artist that would have done it justice, it would have got my attention. But I'm just like, shout out to the producer. But as far as the rappers on there, keep that.
So track 10 is entitled "Let's Pray" featuring Don Toliver and Travis Scott. Let's check it out. Okay, I'm gonna say this. While I'm listening to this, I like cohesiveness in my projects, because it's like, okay, this song is called "Let's Pray." Track 2 is called "God Did." 3 is "Use This Gospel." But then you got 21 Savage talking about, yo, that's a rolling casket, that's a car he gonna die in. You know what I'm saying? The way this is ordered, it's like you start off with some God stuff, then you get ratchet, then you get kind of romantic, and then it's like "Let's Pray." But you had Nardo Wicked and Kodak Black between that before "Let's Pray" talking real greasy. I don't know, man. I think it's just throwing off this, because you know when they make albums, they do what's called sequencing. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, the albums are basically audio movies. So
yeah, it's like I wish they would have sequenced this different. You just jumping all over the place is kind of throwing off the vibe. It's like you should have just made it flow. The songs flow into each other a little bit better, in my opinion. But as far as that song, it's all right. But I'm probably listen to it like one more time. But I don't see myself coming back to it a bunch of times. What about you?
I vibe to it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Going to track 11, "Fam Good, We Good," featuring Gunna. Hopefully he can get out of jail, and Roddy Ricch.
We good, hey. Long as you fam good, and we good. We got rich off a holding notes. Fam good, and we good.
Okay, "Fam Good, We Good." I think we get the point of that song. How you feel about that one?
It was okay.
Just okay.
Yeah. You know, some of these songs, like you hear it on the radio, you know, like it's tolerable. It's listenable. But would I personally pick it? You know, no.
So far, we 11 songs in, and this is like a lot more misses on here than hits so far, in my opinion. It's a lot more skips on here. But let's keep going. Track 12, "Bills Paid" featuring Lotto and the City Girls. This might be interesting.
I want my bills paid, rent paid, hands did, hands slayed.
Okay, "Bills Paid." You're clearly more of the demographic that's song for the females. What you think? What you think of that one?
I do agree. Bills paid. I agree with that. Rent paid. You know, nails did when I get the time, and hair slayed. Of course. But you know, of course now. Of course, they like on the rap shit. They on the scam and scheme, scam and scheme type thing. Mm-hmm. Not my thing, but hey, that's another woman's. But he has something. But Khaled's like, let me get something with the ladies. And who's the hottest? Who's the hottest? Lotto, City Girls.
Yep, that's how he said it too.
Was that a good impersonation?
Exactly.
Yeah. So of course, Lotto definitely comes with the bars, you know. That's one thing I definitely respect about Lotto. She's definitely gonna come with the bars and all that stuff. And of course the City Girls, they gonna City Girls. So as a woman, do I like that? But as far as but like they say, I don't need you. But if you gonna come up in this, what is it? Which I get it, but I don't. But I just want to say I don't. Want to say don't use a man. Don't use a man as your bank, ladies. But if you do, know the consequences that come with it. Just want to make a disclaimer.
I can't see any girl come at me like that. I'm like, well, you gonna need somebody else.
Exactly.
Real. Don't come at me like that. I'm a boss, man. Stop playing.
Yeah.
And girls in ATL love to approach niggas that they think got money like that. Like,
not me, girl. Not JC.
But really though, on that track, I wish they would have split it up to where Lotto had the first verse, maybe Young Miami had the second, and then JT on the third. It seemed like they switched to the City Girls at the end, but I still think it's a standout record. So shout out to that record, Bill Spade.
Especially the whole Mr. You know, I know it's not Mr. Cheeks, but we know. But when we hear that, we think of I tell you, lights, camera, action. I mean, singing out, sorry, Miss Jackson.
Exactly.
So nostalgia.
That was a hit back in the day. So let's keep going. We got about 5 more songs. Let's check out this Way Past Luck featuring 21 Savage.
Niggas out of pocket, grab the pool stick.
So how you feel about that one, Way Past Luck?
Featuring 21 Savage. That's ride music. You know, for some reason, you just in the car and you just be like, yeah.
Like
This is definitely how I drive. I'm like
I was telling you earlier, you just said it, like when the sample is done right and incorporated into the beat, that'd be my favorite. You feel me? That's why I like Heat Makers. They one of my favorite group of producers, because they was, and Kanye West of course be incorporating those samples. So I think that's a standout track. I like that one.
Of course, and gotta say, best sampler, gotta say DJ Premier. That's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but this one. Yeah, but definitely this one is definitely a ride music. So shout out to 21 Savage. 21 Savage. That's like his second song.
Okay, y'all, we about to check out the next track. It's called These Streets Know My Name with DJ Khaled, Skilly Bang, Buju Banton, and
Blessed is the man that walketh
Capleton,
not
Bounty
in the
Killer.
My brand is fire and not kiss. And we have been challenged. So need to decide of fear, investigate, and know my roots like cultivation.
These legs knows my pain.
Okay, that was These Streets Know My Name. What you thinking?
I really do. To me, that's one of the hits. Like you said, this is full of hits and misses. And I'm like, these are one of the hits, and I love the fact that it was, reggae artists, especially, OG Buju Banton. I'm like, yeah, he definitely made that for the reggae artists, and it goes to, and you can hear the culture of Miami in this song.
Got you. Well, for me personally, I'm not really into that reggae that much. I want to get into it more. I'm not really familiar with Buju Banton's music that much, or Bounty Killer, honestly.
Yeah.
But I know, what I'm saying, I know that they are big in their field. I just haven't been able to tap into it.
Yeah,
so
and you definitely hear that doom, 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 and I'm like, that's the typical reggae breakbeat, and I'm like,
okay.
Yeah, I definitely vibe to it.
So the next song is track 15, Juice WRLD did, featuring Juice WRLD. Rest in peace.
We the bitch, I'm lucky. Ain't no running off. We ain't running away from shit. I got another one. DJ Khaled, 100 racks. I'm at another one. All night vacuum. She wanna suck all out of my room.
Yo, I threw that on my playlist. This is the type of shit I can ride to. You feel me? I can hear this in the regular club. I can see bitches twerking to it at Magic City and the strip club. I rock with it. What you think about it? And RP Juice WRLD.
Yes, first of all, RP Juice WRLD, but never was really into him because all the songs I hear, I'm like, damn, nigga, you need to go to therapy. You depressed as hell.
Super depressed.
Yeah, but then I'm like, this is more up tempo. The time I hear him, more upbeat was Eminem's Monster, and then of course this. I'm like, okay, when he's up tempo, of course he's talking about another one, because he does have bars. Because I saw a little, I saw a little bit of his Tim Westwood. I'm like, he was capable of it, but other than that, I'm just like, okay, Juice WRLD, all right, cool.
Okay, so let's go on to track 16. It's just an interlude from Jadakiss. Let's see what he's talking about. Okay, so tell me what I'm missing. It says Jadakiss interlude, but that's pretty much a full Jadakiss track, right?
Yeah. I don't know why Khaled call it interludes, but I think it's because of that versus clip. Because let's face it, we call that day the Locks Day. because those are one of those hip hop moments.
But yeah, I feel you, but nah, fuck that, man. Khaled, you lazy, bro. You could have came up with a better name. Like, it's so easy to think of a name for that song. You could just took one of the bars he did and said it made. Like, don't come on.
The I'm outside.
You could have I'm outside featuring Jada Kiss. You just put Jada Kiss interlude. Come on. So track 17 is entitled Aside and Alam Cloth Top. So that's the title you came up with for that. Your kids screaming God did, I guess.
Yeah.
But you couldn't come up with a real title for a Jada Kiss song? Okay. I ain't even gonna
the cloth talk. You sound irritated as hell. You sound pissed. Like
cloth talk, really?
Like I can tell the title of your son saying God did the title is more creative than a Jada Kiss interlude.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Come on, man. Khaled, man, you just been silly, bro. Should let me EP this whole thing, bro. I could have made this feel like a movie on real shit. Let's go to the last track. Track 18 is titled Grateful, featuring Bori. I like Bori. I heard him.
Once I tell them once again, all I do is win. Oh Lord, I never lost.
Beat never really dropped. I thought Bori's gonna do more rapping.
Right to my soul.
Okay, DJ Khaled.
My thirsty soul.
Oh, all right. So how'd you feel about that last track, Grateful?
I was touched by the words because, especially what's going on with me right now personally, despite the bad stuff going on, I always say thank you, God. Mm-hmm. And this touched me, especially Bori was like, I'm grateful. So like I said, it personally touched my heart. It was short, but it definitely touched my heart, especially if you're going through something.
True.
Yeah, so I would say I'm definitely touched by that.
Okay. The way I look at
and the piano too.
The way I look at it is like when I look at a movie, is the ending good? I was expecting a little bit more for an ending of a project of this scale. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason. And of course, the message is good, but when you end an album with this much work put into it, I thought it should end bigger. You feel me? That's how I am with my projects. Like, it's gonna end on like one of the best songs or one of the most emotional songs. Like, we'll go out with a bang. And I feel like I just wanted some more rapping from Bori. But that short song was all right. Yeah. I just wanted a little bit more. Just make me feel something for a little bit longer than really like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And it went off.
Yeah, my thing with DJ Khaled is that, he's just, putting projects out like a machine. I would like to, if he would have put more, definitely more time with it and think of that.
We're gonna get into it because we're about to go into the rating process.
Okay.
So when I rate an album, I go off a few criteria like creativity, production, hit song to filler song ratio, and I put a lot of weight on replay value. Mm-hmm. But before we rate this album, you tell them your favorite songs on here. Which songs did you really enjoy?
My favorite songs is God Did with Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, John Legend, Jay-Z, and Friday. Mm-hmm. Keep Going, Lil Durk, 21 Savage, Roddy Ricch, Beautiful featuring SZA. I'll definitely put on Let's Pray featuring Don Toliver, Travis Scott. Bills Paid, Lotto and City Girls. Way Past Luck featuring 21 Savage. The Streets Know My Name. And of course the Jada Kiss interlude and Grateful. Okay,
you like a lot of songs on here. So with that being said, tell me what you would rate it and why. You can do the why first, or you can just give the number first. What you would rate it from 1 to 5.
The favorite songs?
No, this whole project. What would you rate this whole album from 1 to 5 and why?
From 1 to 5, I would have to say, 3.5. Because like you said, the arrangements were here, there, and all that. Like I said, those few songs that I named that were my favorite. Mm-hmm. I'm like it still held my attention, but like I said, the 3.5 because it could have been done better, and like you said, DJ Khaled on some things he was just lazy with it, mm-hmm. and that's why I said it just feels like feels like a machine, and I always say treat your projects like it's a garden.
Yeah.
You know, he just wanted to put that out there because I'm like, it wasn't that long when the last project came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just he's just like, okay, another one, another one,
He really about
another
that.
one, another one. It's like, dude. And of course he's gonna pick the dope artist. I'm like, he's DJ Khaled. He is gonna pick the dope. He is gonna pick the dope artist. But other than that, I'm just like, would I go back to it? A couple of songs,
Yeah.
just a few songs. But as far as like the project, no. So,
Okay.
but I would say it, you know, it ain't whack, but it ain't all that. So 3.5.
Okay. Well, my favorite songs are God Did, Keep Going, Beautiful, Way Past Luck, and Juice WRLD Did. And I'm actually going to give this a 2.5. I was going to say 3, but now I'm going to go back to 2.5 because I'm going to rate this heavily on replay value and base it on his previous efforts. When I think about what made me like Victory, what made me like Major Key, what made me like We the Best Forever, I'm like, you made them like earlier in your career. At this point, you should be elevating your package. Like you should be getting better with each one. Like how is your other ones better than your newest ones? And at this point in his career, I feel like he should be trying to get his name in the rappers. He should be taking his time and trying to make something great. Because he has a window. Every artist has a window where they're hot and then they fade away.
Yeah.
I feel like he wasn't trying to go for the greatness with this one. Like I felt like it was rushed. I'm like, you're supposed to get better with each of the projects. You can't be just releasing, okay, this is hot, mid, okay, mid. Alright, like how you getting like less as you get more into the game?
The reason why, and I'm glad that you mentioned it, you said his earlier projects, he was hungry.
That's it.
He was hungry. But now that he's reached, you know, I'm DJ Khaled, and like we said, we can tell that he's just like
Pumping them out.
yeah, like a machine. And it's just like when you do an album, you know, this is where you're supposed to be like one of your best work, and like you said, strive for greatness. And I feel like now that he's reached, you know, what he feels like the highest level, you know, I can put it out and, you know, people gonna fuck with it. It's like yeah, people are gonna fuck with it, but it's like
We're gonna forget it too though.
Exactly.
And really, he could have had his kids on the first song, like when it first started off. That's just something you could have just had start the album off your kids saying God did, and then he turned it to a movie from there. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would have sequenced it.
That's what I said. The arrangement, he could have thought on the arrangement, but he just like, oh, this is we gonna call it God did. We gonna do this, that, and third. It's like I get, because he has a massive personality. I'm like, it's just like, we get you, Khaled, but you gotta be organized when you do these projects. You got the big names, and shout out to all of them. But again, what makes the project, what people would feel more of the project is if, like you said, if it was sequenced better.
And if it's called God Did, what if he just created all songs with artists talking about some triumphs and tragedies? Like each song was a real, like Jay-Z kind of really went in on some real shit. What if he had 21 Savage on go, real shit? Then he had Don Toliver go in some real shit. And then it's called God Did, and it feels like a movie because each artist is telling their real overcoming story.
The concept.
The
theme.
Yeah, a theme. Yeah, he should have had a theme. That would have made this great. But since it's just like a bunch of random kind of songs thrown in there with no real theme, it just makes me like, I'm cool. I'm not gonna keep listening to this album.
Yeah. Like I said, because at the end of the day, we're gonna hear him on the playlist. We're gonna hear him we're gonna hear some of them on the radio, just for the fact with the name. But I definitely agree with you. On that. It could have been more planned, but like I said, but we know DJ Khaled, he's like, it's gonna be big. I'm gonna have this artist, and I'm like, but it's also like, take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time, Khaled.
If you're gonna do another one, please make something that's gonna last.
No pun intended. If you're gonna do another one,
right? Please take your time, because like I know you can do better. Big artists don't mean a great project.
Exactly.
Just because you throw 30 artists on a project don't mean it's gonna be great. It gotta have a soul to the project.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some feeling, some kind of direction.
Like,
That's just how I feel.
yeah, and I must say, get your, you know, not saying that he's not hungry, but I want to feel your hunger in the projects, because it's like we hear all of this. I'm just like, okay, basically places that I can't afford to go to one day, manifesting that. But it definitely feels like, the lavish luxury lifestyle and all that stuff, and it's just, and it's like people, lavish lifestyles of the rich and famous. I just keep impersonating this man, Mr.
But see, like, because I noticed, like, when we was listening, like, I was kind of, like, looking at my phone while the song was playing. You was looking at your phone. So I'm like, I know you in the studio, when you was hearing these songs back, you kind of was, like, looking at your phone or probably eating some food or talking to somebody else. That's when you know, like, the song is not pulling you in. Because you get bored. You're like, well, I'm not, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go look on Instagram while this music playing.
Exactly.
You shouldn't have that feeling. Like, you got to just listen with a different ear.
And I want to... And Rocket gives a shout out to the producers, because I always say, a lot of rappers need to thank their producers.
They're saving their ass.
Yes, so TM88, Take Heath, Street Runner, and Tariq or Tariq Azus. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I've been seeing their name on the credit, and I'm like, especially TM88 and of course Street Runner. I've been seeing they're the most producers. They've been the producers consistent with this project. Shout out to them. Definitely, I definitely hear those 808s. In the South, the 808s are important.
And I wonder if they don't have any regrets for, like, because they might be like, well, I was going to get this song to so-and-so, but I sold it to Khaled. And then Khaled did this, and like, damn, man, I should have kept it and sold it to what's his name. I wonder if they ever have those kind of regrets. Like, they got to.
Probably. I don't know artists-wise, but money-wise, no, they ain't got no regrets. Let's keep it real. At least that's one thing. If you get, for producers, if they get, somebody like Khaled, like, I need you to produce this song.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a check for them.
But that's what
Who's
I don't
gonna
like.
say no?
But that's what I don't like about this music game. It turned into a hustle more than a passion. Once you take the passion out of this shit, it becomes about, well, they're gonna stream it regardless. That's when this hip hop thing, because hip hop is the newest genre. If we keep making it about money, it's gonna go down. Because the passion's gonna leave and it's about the money, and then all this shit gonna get watered down, and then white people can come in and start rapping the exact same shit all these niggas saying.
Ooh.
Because
or artificial intelligent rap.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's no passion. It's just like money. Like, oh, that shit gonna go viral. So it's like, man, because if I'm a producer, I'll be like, I'm gonna get money, but please make some legendary shit on my beat. You know what I'm saying? If you can. At least try. Yeah,
but at the end of the day, how DJ Khaled said, I want so and so on this record, and then, and I get you. Now, don't get me wrong, we're business people.
Yeah.
We understand it's about money, but I do believe in order to make money, you have to have top quality.
Exactly.
And DJ Khaled has, his name is up top. And of course he's put out top quality, but like you said, it feels like he's just lazy. Like, oh, another project, let me go talk to my friends and they'll put this out, and it's just like another one. We see it off of the assembly line, another one. I'm like, this makes me respect artists like Adele, Adele or Beyonce, they take, it's like they put out a product and then they like.
Now, like I just reviewed Demi Lovato album. It's 16 songs, but it's 16 songs of passion and pain that you could tell she took her time and was saying something on every single song. That's the legendary shit I want. And these days I'm finding myself going to other kind of genres of music besides rap to get real emotion and real passion in the music. You feel me? And
I heard Demi Lovato, definitely Demi Lovato. It took me back to, middle school. Early 2000s, middle school and high school. I'm like, I haven't heard, these rock records like this in a while.
A minute. Yep.
Yeah. I'm like, but, we're the last of the MTV generation where MTV played music videos. You woke up to a music video. You went to sleep to a music video. But
before we get out of here, did you want to tell them anything that you got going on or something that they can stream or be on the lookout for from JC Rocker?
All right, JC Rocker. So for those that's been hearing the oop, the video is coming soon. You know, I'll let y'all know the day. So, and also subscribe. I finally got my YouTube page up, and of course I got 3 new songs coming up. I'm gonna tell y'all the title. Of course, you know, since you my homeboy. Act Accordingly, produced by Poppy Hay. Treadmill, produced by Poppy Hay, and Sitting Pretty, produced by London Elixir. So yeah, so definitely those singles are coming out. I can't wait to share it for you. You know, Rocket's just getting things organized so that when you do review my records, you know, you hear the quality.
There it is, man. Make sure you follow JC Rocker. She's on Twitter. She's on TikTok. Just Google JC Rocker. She'll pop up. She got a lot of stuff going on, and one of my favorite music junkies. So we had a good time doing this. So like I said, let us know how y'all feel about this project in the comments. Until next time, man. Y'all stay up.
Salute. God bless.
Peace. Thanks for checking out another dope episode of Ill Music Reviews. You feel me? But don't forget, if you're an unsigned artist and you need a feature, you feel me? Holla at your boy. I got you. 16 bars, man. Just make sure your hook and beat is mastered well, and send me something with a little bit of space. Slide my 16 in there. I'll send it right back to you ASAP. Believe that. And also, if you're an artist and you already got your project out and you want real reaction, no sugarcoat, tell you exactly song for song what it's hitting on, hit me. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I do you a video reaction. I throw it on the Unsigned Hype tab playlist on this channel. And yeah, you'll know exactly where you stand and where you at. You feel me? You already know it's a cold world. I'm just trying to heat it up. Ill Reviews. Peace.